Glamorgan won for the first time this season in the LV County Championship, sending Essex to their second defeat, the Welshmen taking the game at the SWALEC Stadium in Cardiff by 89 runs. Glamorgan began the last morning well placed, Essex chasing 364 to win on 51 for 2. Early wickets would have put them well on course, but instead they were held up by a 17-year-old in the form of Daniel Lawrence and a 21-year-old night watchman in Jamie Porter, whose previous career best score was 14. The fact that these two could stay together for the day's first 17 overs, in which 61 runs were knocked off, would have given the visitors plenty of confidence going forward. But when 3 wickets fell in the space of 7 overs for the addition of only 18 runs, the mood would have changed. Lawrence had remained positive in scoring his 43 runs, but an attacking shot brought about his downfall as he clipped a ball from Andrew Salter straight into the hands of Chris Cook at mid-wicket. Salter then switched to around the wicket to remove James Foster for 9, the bowler himself completing the dismissal with a good low catch. Porter had stuck around for 110 minutes, playing his role very well, but when he chose the wrong ball from Michael Hogan to pull to go for 34, Essex were in a hole on 130 for 5. 3 wickets in the morning session would have done Glamorgan well. They of course would have liked some more, but they were denied that by Kishan Villani and Ryan Tenduscarter, who batted through to lunch, by which time the total read 158 for 5. On Essex's side was that, under some warm sunshine at last in South Wales, the pitch was playing as well as it had throughout this match. Salter was given plenty of overs to try to make use of a fourth day surface. He delivered an 11-over spell from the river end and was back on after a brief break as Villani and Tenduscarter took their partnership for the 6th wicket to 68. The breakthrough came from the other end, Villani dragging a ball from Hogan back onto his stumps after making 31 of a score of 198 for 6. That meant that the second of Essex's 17-year-olds, debutant Callum Taylor, came out to bat under real pressure. He would have been thankful to have someone of Tenduscarter's experience at the other end, although Taylor did show a maturity beyond his years in making 22 out of a stand of 44 for wicket number 7. Within that, Tenduscarter, who top scored with 49 in Essex's first innings, went to a half-century this time off 90 balls, reaching it with his 7th 4. He played well within himself, but was providing the glue which was keeping this innings together. But Glamorgan went to tea, buoyed by the wicket of Taylor. Graham Wagg thrilled to find the edge of his bat, and then watching Colin Ingram hold on at first slip. So Essex went to the break on 254 for 7. They needed 110 runs to win. Glamorgan 3 wickets, and with Tenduscarter still in, this was still anyone's game. But Glamorgan grabbed the first of the wickets they needed in the last session's 3rd over. Graham Napier nicking off to Craig Macheda, who delivered a ball which bounced a bit more than some others. Tenduscarter can't have been too pleased with the mode of Adil Malik's dismissal, and Macheda's next over, a slog sending the ball into the batsman's leg stump. And in the next over it was suddenly all over. Last man David Masters held above his head by Jacques Rudolph off Hogan. Tenduscarter was left unbeaten on 74 after 3 hours at the crease, as Essex were all out for 274 to lose by 89 runs. Salter's 3 for 54, the best of his career. The victory, Glamorgan's first, earned them 22 points, while Essex had to settle for the 4 that their injury-ravaged side could manage. They are now in the bottom 2 of the second division table, while Glamorgan move into the top 3.